Coming up on the list. Hey, what's that smell? It could be a warning from your car. How to sniff out trouble before it starts. Plus, the secrets to keeping your brain young and sharp well into your 80s. But first, no college, no problem. 3 old-timey trends that mean big bucks with no degree at the top of our list right now.
The Wall Street Journal recently reported on some classic careers that are making a comeback, and not one requires a college degree. Mastering a craft to build a career is at the top of our list. The clock is winding back to a simpler time with more traditional careers. So just what are these old-time crafts that don't require a college education?
The cocktail bartenders, craft distillers, upscale men's barbers, and whole animal butchers, all of which are being revitalized today by a group of folks who want to turn them into more creative, more skills-based occupations.
Sociologist Richard Osijo wrote the book on the resurgence, literally, and we have 3 benefits to joining the masters of the craft. Number 1, you can beat the digital age.
A lot of jobs today are very technology driven. These more traditional jobs, which deal very directly with actual materials, these really put workers back in touch with the actual physical material aspects of work.
And for bar director Andrew Denif, that's exactly what attracted him to bartending.
I've always wanted to work with my hands. There's a sense of pride that comes from doing something yourself, and at the end of the day, creating something.
For butcher David Grant, it wasn't just the need for something he could touch.
For me, it's about job security, and a machine can't replace me. Animals come in different shapes and sizes. It'd be hard to get a machine to do a specific task where I can look at it and make a decision that would better the customer or us.
And barber Ronnie Yakudeyev agrees.
Every client has a different shape head, different lumps, different sensitivities.
It's not just automation that these jobs are safe from.
It's very difficult to export these jobs or to outsource them. You have to go to your local business to get it.
The second benefit to joining the masters of the craft, even if you have one, you don't need a higher education.
Paying for college these days is tougher than ever, more expensive.
I wanted to get into computer graphic design, video gaming. A lot of people with college educations can't find the job they're going to college for. Instead of going to college, I put my efforts into that trade, and it started paying really well.
For many, the virtues of trade schools outweighs a college degree.
Trade jobs today are not being filled. To be a barber, all you need is 9 months of schooling, 1,500 hours, you get your license, and you can work anywhere.
If school's just not for you, try an old-fashioned apprenticeship.
Somebody will be a barback for a certain amount of time while they learn the bartending skills.
The education is on the job. You're getting paid to learn. And if you're really interested in it and you have the passion for it, you can do very well.
Which leads us to our final benefit of being a master of craft, instant gratification.
The consumers regularly tell them that what they just had done to them is the best version of what they've ever had before.
It's called an emotional tip, and the customers get one too.
I think consumers today are looking more for having a more authentic consumption experience.
You know, the engagement between a bartender and a guest is ultimately one of the biggest differences between a good and a great experience.
So when people see a barber pole, they feel a sense of comfort because they know what the barber pole indicates.
And making the old new again is paying off for everyone. College-free careers are what's at the top of the list.
It's definitely nice to turn to old school craftspeople for some things, but let's not dismiss the value of tech when it comes to taking care of some simple or annoying chores. We've got gadgets to automate your home on the hit list. While some technology can be annoying, we've got a list of tech products that are anything but. They help make life's little chores simpler. First up, if streaming means watching your favorite show on a small screen, upgrade your experience with Beam.
Beam can turn any surface into a big smart screen.
It simply screws into any light socket, connects to the internet, and will run any app you choose.
Use it in the kitchen to help you cook that delicious recipe.
Beam is right around $400, but you can enjoy it all day, even first thing in the morning.
It can also wake you up smoothly in the morning with the news and the weather forecast.
Next, with the Ring Zero, turn on your TV without touching it with a simple circle motion. It's a ring for your finger that allows you to control devices and electronics using gestures like changing the channel with a swipe motion or uploading pics to Facebook by air drawing an arrow. The ring is $150, Comes in 3 sizes and 2 colors. And finally, for anyone not born with a green thumb, the FarmBot Genesis.
FarmBot precisely sows seeds in any pattern and density you want, and then waters them efficiently, the exact amount that each plant needs based on its type.
It takes the guesswork out of growing a garden and makes it more like playing a video game.
The drag and drop farm designer allows you to graphically design the layout of your plants.
You can pre-order the FarmBot with installation, soil, and the kit. It will set you back a little over $3 grand, but never pulling weeds again might be worth it. New gadgets making your life easier on the hit list. Now, if only we could automate a way to fix our car when things go wrong. So far, that's not an option. But Jimmy Rhodes says there's a way to sniff out potential problems and save a lot of money, too. Jimmy, what's the deal?
Who doesn't love that new car smell? Turns out it's actually a toxic off-gassing of plastic and adhesives that's now available as a cologne. Automotive expert Shahei Kalukian ran down some of the other odors that might point to trouble.
So these are things that your nose could tell you right away. You got to get it taken care of.
Here are 3 smells to act on fast. First up, a rotten egg smell usually points to a problem with the catalytic converter.
It's got a honeycomb inside. When that gets blocked, it'll create a backup like a sewer system, and you'll start smelling rotten egg.
Ignoring the odor could cost you money.
If you let it go, you'll end up with the end result of the cat being bad and then what caused the cat to go bad.
Next up, the smell of burning carpet. I don't know how I know this, but I actually do know what burning carpet smells like. Crazy parties.
Crazy parties.
But what does it mean in a car?
Brake pads. It's like a taco, and it squeezes and lets go. And if it gets stuck or it's worn too far, that material starts burning onto the rotor, and that's what makes that smell.
So are the brake pads made of carpet?
No, they're not, but they do smell like it.
Are they made of tacos?
They're not made of tacos. It's like chicken nuggets. It tastes like chicken, but is it chicken?
No. Finally, look out for a sweet, syrupy smell.
Sweet syrup is definitely part of the cooling system, which is the antifreeze. See how that popped out?
Yep.
It smells just like syrup.
Like an Egg McMuffin.
Pretty much.
So if your car smells like an IHOP, antifreeze is leaking.
It's hitting the hot components, and with the hood closed, that smell goes right into the cabin.
We have 2 more smells to look out for on our website, thelisttv.com. So follow your nose. Sniffing out car trouble is what's the deal.
So is hitting the theater to see Wonder Woman on your to-do list this weekend? The new film has already broken the record for biggest U.S. opening by a female director. From her mighty past to her record-breaking future, here's 5 things you didn't know about Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman!
The first thing you didn't know about Wonder Woman, she isn't just beating up villains, she's also fighting for feminism.
How can a woman possibly fight in this?
Cartoon creator William Moulton Marston said that he wanted to inspire self-confidence in girls and to break the barrier in athletics and jobs that are mostly male-dominated.
What if I promise to be careful? Just a shield then.
Next up, long before Hillary, Wonder Woman ran for president twice. Imagine if she'd worn pantsuits. Third thing you didn't know about Wonder Woman, one of her superpowers is omnilingualism, meaning she can speak any language. Take that, Google Translate, and no wonder the United Nations loves her.
Cualquiera que sea esa arma, Chita, no funcionará.
Next, actress Gal Gadot was pregnant during filming of some of her crazy action scenes and had to wear a green screen to cover her baby bump. And finally, you may not know about Wonder Woman's trademark lasso of truth, a device that forces villains to be honest.
The lasso compels you. Now tell us your truth.
You may not know that it's based on Marston's other famous invention, the lie detector test.
It is our sacred duty to defend the world, and it's what I'm going to do.
That's 5 things you didn't know about the warrior princess.
Get this, over 2 million U.S. children have a parent who served in Iraq or Afghanistan. Coming up, grab a tissue. Wait till you see the surprise in store for this military family. Plus, keep your brain and body young well into your 80s. And how to do the perfect push-up. Stay tuned, there's more coming up on the list.
We're always learning, no matter how old we are, and that's true in movies too. People age and they learn about their families and about themselves. Great coming-of-age movies coming to theaters are on the hot list. The first coming-of-age story on our list, The Big Sick.
It's sort of like a Batman meets Spider-Man meets Lord of the Rings meets... It's none of that, but I'm just trying to get you to see the movie.
Action Actually, this is based on the true story of how comedian Kumail Nanjiani met the woman who's now his wife.
I've been dating this girl. She's white.
A white girl? Hey, you can't look like you and a white girl.
It's okay. We hate terrorists.
This isn't your average love story. Now, the two break up over cultural differences. Then she gets really sick, and Kumail decides to dive headfirst into the crisis with her not too enthusiastic parents by his side. It's getting extraordinarily good reviews and is in select cities now, expanding nationwide July 14th.
Let me give you some advice, Kumail. Love isn't easy. That's why they call it love.
I don't really get that.
I know. I thought I could just start saying something and something smart would come out.
Our second coming-of-age movie, Landline.
What is that?
Engagement ring.
You finally did it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very good. It's good.
I'm reading Hammaker Schlemmer. They're advertising the world's fastest razor blade.
It's very totally good.
In theaters July 21st, this one stars Jenny Slate and Edie Falco and follows a family which, like most of ours, has lots of issues.
What did you do today?
Crack.
That was a joke, people. This film is packed with laughs and heartwarming moments as well.
I love you guys so much, even when you make me crazy.
The family craziness continues with The Only Living Boy in New York at number 3.
Why so troubled, Thomas?
I'm having a bad day.
What's her name?
This flick's packed with stars like Jeff Bridges, Kate Beckinsale, Pierce Brosnan, and Cynthia Nixon, and has a plot line that will pretty much drop your jaw.
That's her. The other woman.
The other woman is who this kid's dad is having an affair with, and how he deals with that is a little weird.
You're an innocent, Thomas, and you've got no idea how the world works.
I know some things.
Like what?
Wait, what? Did that really just happen?
Did you sleep with her?
Why do you care?
Because she's also slept with your dad. See the family drama in theaters, if you dare, August 11th.
Life's random as it is deliberate, funny as it is tragic. Yours is no exception.
And that isn't the only love story we've got for you, with people of much different ages. Home Again is at number 4.
You know I'm 40, right?
Yeah, I knew that. Like, ballpark.
Reese Witherspoon stars in this movie in theaters September 8th about a broken-hearted mother of 2 who rebounds from her midlife crisis with a much younger man.
Did you watch these?
I did, but only because I was doing a load, and I've been up since 5:30.
But the ex is back. Who's she gonna choose? Decisions.
Are you nervous? I'm feeling exhausted, hopeless, and I don't enjoy the things that I once loved.
Where are you getting this from?
The Zoloft commercial, obviously.
Some obviously entertaining coming-of-age stories on the hot list. Transitioning from a midlife crisis to senior status can also be challenging, but maybe less so if you are a super ager. This is a new term for folks 80 and older whose brains still work like those much younger. A study is still determining what makes a super ager, but we have ways to help the process on the breakdown. Super Agers. It's something you may not have heard of before, but Northwestern University research professor Emily Rogalski helped coin the term and says it could be the key to aging well.
So a super ager is someone who is over age 80 and has memory ability at least as good as someone in their 50s and 60s.
Rogalski and her team are looking at brain scans of a group of super agers over time, and the results so far are surprising.
The cognitively average 80-plus-year-olds are losing volume at a rate that's 2 times greater than that of the super agers.
But the study is ongoing, and the answers aren't definitive yet. So we're looking at a group with their own secrets to aging while staying young. Cheerleaders.
The Sun City Palms started in 1979 as a cheerleading squad for a women's softball team here in Sun City known as the Sun City Saints.
That's right, the Palms are a group of ladies aged 55 and up that's been going strong for 38 years. There's 2 groups, the marchers and the performers. And they definitely aren't feeling their age.
When you think of someone as 80, you think maybe somebody with a lot of gray hair and sitting around knitting or crocheting, and I'm very, very active. I travel a lot, and Palm keeps you really going.
And they say the key is to first find your passion.
I had been in Sun City for 5 years and I tried different things and nothing really stuck. Then when I found out about the Sun City Palms, I said, oh, that's my calling.
The Palms are my life. My husband passed away almost 15 years ago and I was new in Sun City. And I simply made up my mind that this was going to be my life. And it's been a wonderful life.
Next up, stay active.
I was diagnosed with severe osteoarthritis in my late 20s, and every decade that I've gotten older, it's been harder and harder for me to walk and do just activities of daily living. And joining the Palms has kept me active. I forget about my pain, so to me, the Palms have given me a whole new life.
Don't give up, no matter your age.
I'm 84. I'm the oldest one in the Palms, and if I make a mistake, they tolerate me. I just say, well, what do you expect? I'm old. You know?
Last up, stay social.
We have just become a huge family. It's just very rewarding.
See more of the Palms and find out if you qualify for the Super Agers study on our website, thelisttv.com.
We all want to live long and live well, and the goal is to hopefully find things that will help us avoid disease and disability in old age.
Super Agers on the breakdown. Now from the list, 3 steps to perfect push-ups.
Are you looking for an effective exercise that doesn't require any equipment and you can do it anytime, anywhere? Nothing beats the push-up. Performing the push-up is all about technique. So in terms of your upper body, make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart, a little wider, on her toes, spread a little bit wider just to give her a base. Abs are nice and tight. That's going to prevent her lower body from sagging, which can potentially injure the lower back. Get that depth. And her head is nice and normal where it would be as if she were standing up. You don't have to crank it up or down. Now for those of you that can't do a full push-up, Annalise is going to go right to what's called a modified push-up. She's on her knees, all the same rules apply, nice tight abs. The main benefit of the push-up motion is that it's going to work 3 muscle groups all at once, which is very rare. Chest muscles, tricep muscles, and the abdominals all at once. You can't beat it.
For more trends, DIY, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
3 ways to win at life with The List. Know the next big thing.
You don't need a lot of space to have a stunning home.
Save time with life hacks.
You can extend their shelf life for about 3 to 5 days.
Stay healthy the easy way.
I love it! This is so fun!
Get your next epic win. Watch The List. It's bug season and they are out in force. But hey, put down that fly swatter and can of bug spray. We've got some gadgets that'll zap them, trap them, or shoot them down on the lowdown. For getting rid of unwanted invaders, you can't go wrong with a shotgun. At number 1, Bug Assault 2.0. With a deadly combination of pump action and plastic, it uses table salt to take down pesky flies. Once you fill it, it's good for 50 shots and has a range of 3 feet. Those bugs better watch their sodium intake or they'll die young. Salted. Peppering pests with salt looks like fun, and it's chemical free, which is good because it does make a mess. Check it out at bugassault.com. It goes for $40. At number 2, the In a Daze in a Trap. An elegant electronic insect killer that also doubles as a nightlight. A major upgrade from this old thing. It even has a fan that's supposed to suck up bug bodies. It's on Amazon.com for $80. And at number 3, My Critter Catcher, a humane way to remove pests from your home. Bristles wrap around and trap insects, hopefully without harming them, allowing you to take them back to their natural habitat. So if that's you, it might be worth the look. Hate them, but don't hurt them at mycrittercatcher.com. They go for $20. Peace out, pests. On the lowdown. Want to binge watch The List? Stream us on Roku. Access more trends, deals, and life hacks on TV's #1 streaming device. Add The List to your Roku now. On the next list, 1.
Grab some drumsticks and turn your inner rock star into an awesome workout. 2. Bring the indoors outdoors. The hottest trends for your patio. And 3. Gourmet s'mores to fire up the flavor at your next camping trip. All that on Monday's list.
The 4th of July is a time to remember just how lucky we all are to live in this amazing country. It's also a time to thank our veterans and their families. One of the best thank yous yet is right now on the viral list.
Right before Desert Storm, my dad severely injured his back during a training exercise.
Some military veterans go through so much difficulty, and so do their families.
With our family's financial situation, the burden of paying for school is all on my shoulders.
Luckily for the Williams family, that burden is now lifted with some help from Budweiser and former Marine turned Star Wars villain, Adam Driver.
You injured yourself? Same. I was injured right before. I was supposed to deploy to Iraq with my unit.
Bet you never knew that. Adam surprised the family with the news that the Folds of Honor Foundation will be paying for nursing student Haley's final year in school.
Oh my goodness. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Grab some tissues and watch the whole video on thelisttv.com.
Okay, here I come. I can't.
A patriotic celebration on the viral list.
I'm not crying, you're crying. No, I'm crying.
I am too.
No, hug your family a little tighter this weekend, everybody. And thanks, as always, for watching.
See you again soon.